Actress, AMVCA award-winning actress. The only one who can act all the emotions. You know that some actresses saying, like when it comes to crying movies, they can cry for you. There's some actresses when it comes to like love movies, you know this lady is best suited. And there are some, if you like, ask them to act like a ghost or like an alien. Or just anything, they will execute it to perfection. She's here. Gloria Sarfo. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Naa.
How you doing?
I'm good, darling. I am perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to ask you. You look perfect, like the one DJ Perfect. Not like your own. Gloria Akwaba.
Yeah.
What to say what you sumo?
Nyame adum ti me ho ye pa. Nyame ni medimi edini ye.
Amen. Nyame ni wedini ye. Amen. Amen.
Patro say won so ho ye.
Oh, bokosa wo.
Na wo de o ka se bokosa wo amete wase. Na nebusianfo so e.
Oh, ye twemu tare.
Ye de nyame ase. Na utwi abakama.
Share, you don't know what you don't know. Gloria, how are things?
Yeah, good. Everything is fine by God's grace. We're still hanging in there.
I think the last time we spoke was at a certain gym somewhere. But the last time we spoke before the last time, we were congratulating you for your AMVCA award, which you won and made all of us happy. I think none of us got a nomination for that.
No,
for Perfect Picture, right?
Surprisingly.
Yeah. So all of us, our heart was in that award.
I know, right?
for the Perfect Picture film. And Gloria won it. Unfortunately, because of COVID, you couldn't travel.
Yeah.
So they did a little watch party in your house, and you won the award. Ghanaians were so proud of you. In fact, after award shows, oftentimes people are like, this person should have won. This person ought not to have won.
Yeah.
But your award was one of those ones where everybody wanted you to win. Everybody hoped that you win. And so when you did win, it was a win for all of us.
Thank you, Naa.
Tell me about the post-award experience. What lessons have you personally learned from the experience of winning the award and even the responses you got from Ghanaians after your win?
All right, thank you so much. And hello officially to your listeners.
Hi.
Naa Post. Well, first of all, let me say this. I would like to say a very big thank you to God first. It's more like I'm saying my speech.
Yeah. Rehash your speech.
All right. So to God for the opportunities and for keeping me up until this time. In my career, especially where I had to deal with a lot, to be here. So I thank God, most especially. And then to Shirley Frimpong Manso for the opportunity.
Our mommy.
Yes, superwoman. I call her the boss lady, Yes. And so thanks to Shirley and the entire Spar production team for the opportunity. Well, after the awards, Naa Ashorkor, Charlie, the levels have changed. I've learned in this life that you need to, especially where we find ourselves, you need to prove yourself. You need to prove your worth to be accepted. You need to prove your worth to be recognized, to be known, to be seen. If not, you don't have to wait for anybody to prove yourself. You need to work at it. You need to follow your dream, your passion and everything, and then put in the work and prove yourself to Ghanaians to be accepted. That's what I've learned, number one. And also, I have learned that as an actor, as an actress, there is nothing like a small role. There is nothing like an extra. I mean, the way we put it negatively, there is nothing like that. Because the role I was nominated for, it was a supporting role. Should I even put it supporting? Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Okay, so it was a supporting role, and it was about 4 scenes, And now
You
I spoke in just about 2 scenes, and the rest of the 2 were just montages.
There's a scene where she said, "Besing,
Madam, Besing." Do you know till date I meet Lydia Forson and she's like, Gloria, when you just told me who wanna be a machine?
Hey,
she felt
was it even in the script?
It wasn't.
I knew
it wasn't. It wasn't. So you know what happened? Kudos once again to Shirley Frimpoma. So you know what happened? Shirley knows my background about this Ifira thing, blah blah blah. And so when we're about to shoot the scene, Shirley was like, Gloria, do it your own way. Yeah, send your person, you know, do it your own way. Take over and do it. So I was like, okay, take over. Let's do this. I say, you know, that kind of, or mom with that power. And I'm like, because, you know, Sparrow, Shirley, you be a very lady, you know. Why did I say, speaking your local dialect. And though I know she sometimes infused the local dialects in it. But she was like, do it your own way. I said, oh, fine. So that was how it came. And the vim, the soldier vim. I
felt it in my chest.
You know what happened with this? I found myself in the character. The story behind it. I mean, you single mother with your teenage son and an adult trying to, you know, manipulate him and you know, change the narrative about the boy's life and all that, and everything that you've suffered for, you know. So it was just like a desperate mother sort of. I put myself all in the character, and it just came naturally.
Honestly, watching that scene, I felt it. It was so close. Like I could feel it. And you would think that this is something you have personally experienced that you were bringing to life. You really murdered it.
Thank you so much.
You deserve all the accolades that came with your performance.
You called me was it on the night of the special screening or the next morning?
Yeah.
I wasn't there. And you called me, you were like, Gloria. No, and after your words, I was like, oh my goodness.
I've always liked you, Gloria, but after I watched that film,
thank you so much.
Gloria is not getting enough accolades in this industry.
Oh, nah.
I couldn't wait to see you to tell you. I was like, let me just go ahead and tell her how much.
Funny enough, you know, people really like Madame Bessing's scene, but I also like the scene with Lydia in the office. Yeah. Like, I think that actually gave all my emotions and all that. But the Madame Bessing seemed to be, even the AMVCA, that's the except they use. Yes.
Because Gloria, all your emotions came to play. All your emotions came to play. And we didn't really like you, like the character at first.
Yes.
But, you know, that scene made us feel that she's not trying to be a wicked person, but at the end of the like,
and you know,
like, you feel it anyway. Why are they?
Thank you so much.
For
Amen.
That.
Amen. So now I think I was talking about not seeing any role as a small role and all about the post. And then also there is one thing I've also noticed, that when is your time is your time. When is your time is your time. Like, do all the wailings, all the blame games, everything. Just blame yourself, blame God, blame whoever is around. But when is your time? It's your time. You know, that's one thing I've noticed as well. And whatever you do, put your all in it. Put your all in it. That's exactly what I did, and I guess that's what actually landed me the MVC award. And also, there is this notion that I am even pushing now that Ghanaians do not support. But I think that if you truly deserve what you're asking Ghanaians to support you for, if you have worked hard for it, if Ghanaians have seen you work hard for it, if you are doing a good thing, if you're giving them something good to be proud of, they will support you. And I would also give it to Ghanaians for, like you said, supporting me all the way. From the nominations, even with the nomination, the number of calls I had from people who were super excited till I won the award. Like, everybody, Charlie Yefane said World Cup. Everybody campaigned and Gloria, voted.
We have seen how hard you've worked.
Thank you.
We've seen how hard you work.
Now, when I'm talking about this issues that may get emotional. But
recently, I think you said something that you've been through a lot in this industry.
Yeah.
And we were discussing it here off air, you know. And then someone from our entertainment desk said, What? Everybody has been through a lot.
Yeah.
What do you mean by been through a lot? We are all going through a lot. And I said, you know what? You don't know somebody's story. Like, you see somebody on TV, you don't know where they have come from and what they are. Those things, those ones, you don't see them. You just see them on TV and you think, it's not like that. You're even making me cry emotional.
Nah, it's not easy.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
But speaking of awards, we recently had our own Golden Movie Awards. One of the two. I think we have only 2 movie awards in Ghana. Right? The Ghana Movie Awards and then Golden Movie Awards. So one of the 2 movie awards we have, they've basically closed shop because they are not getting the sponsorship support that they need. It was very heartbreaking for me to see, and like, what does it mean for us as an industry?
Yeah. Golden Movie Awards.
Yeah.
Okay. So people are saying that I'm taking this too personally, but of course I am. Of course I should, because this is the only I should emphasize on at that time, during that time of Golden Movie Awards, it was like the most prestigious award scheme that we could be proud of, we could boast of, you know. And I think Mimi and her team did amazing with Golden Movie Awards. I think they did about a 7th or 8th edition or so. And it was just getting more and more interesting and prestigious. This was Africa. This was Africa, because I remember most of the nights it brought together a whole lot of, you know, more than 10 African countries to Ghana on the night.
Yeah. And
at least it was an award in Ghana that you could see in a long time, that you could see, nominee from Uganda, nominee from Zambia, nominee from Kenya, South Africa, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, because the Ghana Movie Awards we had, it only had, I think, it had for Ghana, but they had this Africa actor or something, and it was mostly with Nigerians. It was mostly full of Nigerians, but this was giving us like the Africa effect, African feel, and a lot of them were getting more and more interested in it. I have been talking to Mimi a lot, like backdoor media, almost every morning I send her a message. If not, call her. Like, Mimi, let's do this. I'm advocating. I'm trying to bring something on board, but she's still not budging. I don't know what has really
because she said
made her fall out like that.
Tired of it.
She said it.
She's been trying to get money for it.
Yes.
She's not getting it. And, you know, the question you ask is why. Do you think that corporate Ghana, the people who often sponsor these things, don't believe in the products that we're producing?
Yes, I think it's one of the problems. I said it somewhere that Ghana, my country, Ghana, we are not a lover of the entertainment industry. We're not a lover of creative arts. Trust me. I think corporate Ghana is not doing us a lot of good. Trust me, Golden Movie Awards was perfect. I would say perfect. It was good. Like, it was still marking time, but it was doing amazing with the scheme. And I thought it wasn't such a bad content not to get sponsors, especially corporates, you know, the corporate world to be on board. So I think they need to believe in us. They need to believe in the creative arts, and trust me, it's going to help a lot of us, because these corporate bodies, they all do transactions, you know, outside of Ghana and all that. Charlie, if you sell your country well, whatever you do in the world, you're being appreciated, you're being recognized. Ghana, dia, so free baby. We are known for hospitality, blah blah blah. But what else? You know, most of the time when they talk about that, we bring in Nigeria, because we need to bring in Nigeria.
Yeah.
we were on top of our game. We were ahead of Nigeria. We were almost like, controlling Nigerian markets, new movie markets. We were controlling. They had the numbers, but we, Ghana, our movie industry was controlling Nigerians movie industry or the markets over there for so many years, until they realized that, hey, what are we doing? They realized that they needed to give the world Nigeria. So that's what I felt, though. I think that now they've realized that we need to give Nigeria. We need to sell Nigeria. So you look at their movies, they're selling their stories, they're going back to their history and all the folklores and all the other stories that Nigerians are known for. They are now doing movies from books from way back, so many years ago. Anikulapo was done only in Yoruba, but it won the best movie, right? It did. Yeah, so they are giving us Nigeria, their storyline, their food, their language, everything.
Why can't we do the same here?
So we need to.
Because I know we are all passionate about this industry and the products that we're serving every day. But I mean, from all that you have said and from all that a lot of people say about our industry, it would seem that we're still not getting it. We're still not there yet. There was a time when our movies were, a lot. Last time I was asked this question, I said I felt that COVID came and slowed things down. After COVID, it's like all our great producers, thank God for Kwaba Magic. They are licensing films and they're licensing series, TV shows. And so all our favorite producers or directors are producing content for Kwaba Magic. And so we have local content coming out now every day. That's great. But what about our stories? Like you have said, Nigerian, authentic Nigerian stories in their languages and so on. What about that? Why are we sleeping on that?
So now I think until we go back to that, to tell the world what we have, to tell our story to the world, our Ghanaian story, our true stories, until we do that, I don't think it's going to really take a long time to be.
What is the Ghanaian story, really?
A lot of them. A lot of them now. A lot of them. We have a lot of stories.
When you say our stories, do you mean history?
Not just that, but you know what? Most of the we're talking about Golden Movie Awards. We'll still go back there because I have something to say about that. But let's continue with this. Most of the comments I get when I post stuff about the movie industry, people are saying, they are tired of the same story, the same blah blah blah. You know why it seems like it's the same story for them? It's because they see the same faces doing different movie titles and it looks like it's the same story. So when they see like Naa Ashorkor, Gloria Sarfo, Prince David Osei, Majid Michelle in one movie and the next they see the same face on there, they not concluded that it's going to be the same. So they are thinking that we should
I know someone here. But recently, you put up a post about a young girl who had DM'd you and was saying that she's passionate about the industry and she has noticed she's gone for many auditions and she never gets called, even though she makes it. And she also said that the same faces are in all the movies.
It's actually a guy. I get a lot of that on a daily.
When you posted it, I wasn't sure what your position was on it.
Okay.
What was your position on it? What do you think about what
so all that's the young folks are saying. I think I agree because Nami, I've been there. I've been there. I know how. There is one problem about the Ghana movie industry. It's how we treat the elderly in the industry and then the upcoming. That's the problem. One of the problems we have. How we treat the elderly and the upcoming or the upcomers. Now, when you're an upcomer and you are so passionate, you so want to be in the industry, like the kind of things you go through, and the kind of rejections and neglections, and like you'll be totally ignored. And I see, say, most of the young folks, omabre, now they don't want to come forth again because they have tried and tried and tried and tried. They are still not getting anything. So I agree with them, somehow. I agree with them somehow. Whatever the person said in there, I have experienced it. And so I know and I know where the person is coming from.
What's your personal experience?
My personal my personal experience, I don't know. Okay, so most of the time I tell my people that it's rather unfortunate that with whatever happened during my journey to here, it's more or less like I or producers or directors or the movie industry per se wasted my youth. Apart from a fear that I used my more youthful days to do something as a youth, to attract the youth, there was no opportunity. There was no opportunity nowhere. Apart from Fiera and of course Hotel St. James, I did with Revel Films. Yeah. Apart from that, I had a lot. Like you could feel, Senna, I have a lot. I wish I could do. You could go for an audition at Afrikiko our time. So when they are talking, I'm like, you guys, you don't know. You've not even been to anything. You go for audition at Afrikiko at 7 a.m. and leave there by 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And by the time you realize you'll be watching the movie on TV, you will still not have a role. Well, maybe you don't fit in whatever character there was, but it was like continuous. And those times, most of our producers, unlike what I listened to you this morning, unlike who auditioning, I pick you and all, they could just see some fine girl be somewhere walking somewhere. Hey, come! I don't want to mention names. Come, I can see you can act. Come, and then they will try them. And when they bring them on sets, and they waste our time like they don't know nothing. Like most of the people you are seeing now up there, that's all that some of them, that's the experience with some of them. They didn't know anything. They didn't even have the passion to act. But I don't want to just mention names, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like some of us, and well, I don't want to go there. There are other experiences. If I talk about it, Ebema and Korano Mopesomo acting, they will feel they might just give up. And I don't want to, I don't want to be the one to cut someone's, passion or way career path, short.
How can we solve this problem?
So there are a lot of things that the young ones go through. A lot of things that the young ones. I mean, recently Shelley did an audition, and it was just it was supposed to be for a day, and it ended up being 3 days.
A lot of people came.
I was there, and about 1,700 people came. People from Bolga, from wherever, Northern region, Upper East, Eastern regions, Western region, they all came. Some had to sleep in Accra, and a choir to the third day.
Wow.
And finally, Shelley, according to Shelley, she didn't really get what she wanted.
Wow.
From the 1,700 people. I mean, you could see how the youth, how we need to look at the youth for once. How we need to be intentional about the youth and what's they intend to do. It was a costume theme audition, white top and jeans. Like almost all the 1,700 people, everybody came in that. Everybody was so passionate. I went there and I saw them. I told some of them, I can't make those days. So the youth really, there are so many young script writers. We are coming to that. what you asked earlier. Script writers, I get messages a lot. I have stories. Ghanaian producers, nobody listens to you. You send them messages, they don't mind you. You book an appointment, nobody is ready. And the young ones are saying that we are telling our story to them, but they are Gen Zs and they need to have the stories that, you know, are relatable. They can relate. They can relate to, and to them, that's what Nigerians are doing to them. So we should also do that to attract the youth and then bring in more and new and vibrant script writers to write scripts to be able to, you know, meet the standards and all that. So there are lots of Nami. I have pointers, so I'm using my phone. I have a lot.
So when I read that message on your wall, okay, I was on set with colleague Access, and I read it and said, oh, this person is very sad. And so when someone goes for an audition and they find that they are never called, is this a question of them not fitting in any of the available roles, them being bad actors, or the industry just sidelining young people? And
well, okay.
And I said, it can't be. I don't think there's a deliberate effort to sideline young people. Maybe we should find out exactly what's going on, or invite this particular person and find out what their experience, their experiences.
I'm thinking of having a seminar with the young folks.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. And my other question really is: there are a lot of young film writers. There are a lot of young cinematographers from NAFTI, directors from NAFTI. I mean, the young people are more than the people, the existing crop of actors and producers in the industry. Why aren't the young people collaborating? Because all the young directors want to go and work with, like, young directors call me, or they'll call me and say, oh, I am trying to reach Ajite Anand to act in my film. This is my first film. And I say, okay, it's your first film? Yeah, so why aren't you interested in giving that opportunity to other young actors? Maybe you want to cast one popular person so that it pulls, you know, it brings attention.
Crowd,
okay, I get it. But you're telling me to give you Ajite's number, give you Jocelyn Dumas' number, give you Lydia Forson's number. You want to cast all these people in your first time film. Don't you think that perhaps young people also need to collaborate so that they work with the other young people? Because clearly, I don't know how much you have, but if you have the budget for Ajite Anand, then you have budget to produce, you know, produce a good movie and cast these young people, right? And maybe have Shelley consult on it for you, or have Ivan Kwashiga consult on, you know, overseas for you, or something. Do you think that perhaps that can help us solve this problem?
I think they are refusing to realize that fact. They also need to collaborate, like you're saying. Who could you movie? You could find Ajite Jocelyn, Naa Ashorkor, Lydia Forson. Now, Sikano say na Ukra there. I would advise them to invest in the production, the technical aspects of the production they're going to do. There was this lady that recently called us, and she wants to have virtually everybody in the movie, and then, you know, we're giving her we're giving her our prices and all that, our rate cards and all that, and she's like, hey, name it to me and all that, and I'm like, okay. Then she's like, okay, and then I'm going back to prepare more and then come back. Why don't you, like you're saying? And she's even one person who has like a group, an acting group or so. So why don't you work with the people you have and just get maybe a Gloria Sarfo, or you know, one male or one female, let's just say, you know, existing actor to push your movie for you, and give the young ones the opportunity. I agree 100%. Now, I talk to them a lot. When they send me messages, you could see my responses. Like me, I have time in my DM. Like, I respond to them, and I make them know what's it's also expected of them and what they are falling short of. So I make them know. I think the collaborations will help. And I also think that they should also not jump into conclusions. I tell them most of the time. One person was like, look at Madame, one person's comment. And why should it be Jocelyn Dumas?
Hey.
Yes, why should it be Jocelyn Duman playing the lead? And it's in my you could check in my comment section. And I told the person, have you also seen the crop of new actors in Madame? Like a lot of new actors in Madame. Why have you not seen them too? Why shouldn't it be Jocelyn Duman? What are you talking about? This is business for someone. I
don't understand the question.
Yes. They were talking about the fact that they are using same faces, blah blah blah, and that was the comment. And that comment, dear man, my reply in the crowd, why should it be Jocelyn Duman playing Madame? I'm like, hey, brah, so Bao Sebema, I don't know whoever, but I just gave it to the person. I was like, if you say you're watching Madame, then you should also applaud the producers and director of that, because there are a lot of new actors in Madame. So what are you people talking? The fact that it's not you, the fact that it's not the person closer to you, doesn't mean, say, people are not getting opportunities. People are getting opportunities. But like you said, they also need to check themselves. And yes, now see maybe actor.
How long did it take you to get your first major role?
My first major role was it took me a while. But funny enough, I didn't really play a lot of extra roles. I played supporting, and then my major was, I did a movie called Marry Me. That was my first ever
That was the first major role.
Yes.
Have you ever been denied a role before?
A lot. A lot. You know, when I'm talking about things like this, I don't want to mention names, but most of them know themselves. So you know what happens when they meet me outside? They are like, I know one person, wherever he meets me, it's a he. Wherever he meets me, Gloria Sarfo, like he doesn't care whoever is there. Like, hey, this girl, if there is somebody who has survived in this industry, is this girl. We have denied her. We have blacklisted her. Now, I can give you the words. And whenever he's saying...
You were blacklisted?
Like, this person actually told a Nigerian producer then that I couldn't express myself in the English language. Like, I was... they had to give me a role. And he said... I can't express myself in English. And so I met the Nigerian producer at Opera Square, and we were talking, like Nigerian, you know, definitely he's going to speak in English. So we're talking, I was talking to him, and he was like, it was Gupado Films. So the man, are you the one, this person said, almost slept. Are you the one, this person said that you couldn't speak English? I was giving you a role, and, you know, okay, so that's fine. So the next time the man gave me a role, he mentioned the person's name, you know. And I'm not surprised. I was not surprised. It got to a point they could cast me and somebody would go like, a costumier would go like, I can't get dresses for Gloria. Just that I won't get the role to play. I can't get dress Gloria's. Not those times you knew me now. Maya se lenge. It's in your say. The fact that they think that I am not cut for a particular role. Someone actually called me, as one of our veterans actually called me and said, Gloria, so because why you fear ano dia? One shall unya robi to say dada ba sikeni and you. And I'm like, so this is how we see ourselves, like glamour dada ba. And if you don't do that, that means you are not an actor. That's what the person told me. I did a movie where we were all lead characters. Myself, Lucky Lawson, Yvonne Okoro, Yvonne Nelson, Martha Nkoma, and who else? And even that movie, I wasn't part of it. I was called on because the one playing my role, fortunately and unfortunately, wasn't pulling. So they had to bring me on board. So even at that time, to me, I'm not even prepared myself for any movie, and all that. I was called unexpectedly, and I went on set, and then I delivered. Just there and there, I was given the script, and I did it. Do you know, after the movie, we were all lead characters, so they didn't put me on poster. Like we were girls on the same mission. Like
all the other
they
girls.
put all the other girls except me. And then later on, I met someone, Apietu's brother, or say, and he was like, Gloria, no, only make a side. They all see me that if you're around, then you do too local, blah blah blah. But you know what happened to Desperate to Survive?
They are telling
because
us our time is up.
Because you didn't meet the criteria, the market target, so that's why they didn't put you.
But Ghanaians love you on Ifira. That's what we.
And that's
we
what,
love you on Ifira.
That's what won me the award.
So
my tree.
To hear that.
My tree. Now that's to some of them. That's how they think. That's their mentality, So now it's a whole lot that we need. A whole lot that we need to do here in Ghana. We need to accept our own.
Wow.
We need to accept our own, support our own, and think good of what we have. If not, I don't know.
Gloria, I'm falling in love with you all over again. I hate that our time is up. I can't tell you how much I hate it.
Really? Already?
It's 2:00 already.
Huh?
I can't tell you how much I hate it.
Oh, no.
We have to say goodbye now and make way for the news. Thank you for coming in and for sharing your heart with me.
Golden Movie Awards. Please call people on board. I've told Mimi that we can go with her to the companies and lobby and solicit for funds to do this.
So it's not over.
About it. It's not over. It's not.
There's a chance for it to come back.
It's not.
We just need to advocate.
Yes. We need to have our own movie awards and not blame others for not including us.
Very well. Solomon Tay will add this to the Pigeon News. And we'll talk about this on the Rush Hour also. And we can have a show on Golden Movie Awards with you and Mimi if we may.
That would be nice.
I'll invite you next week.
That would be nice.
Gloria, thank you for coming with all your grace and glory and honesty. This has been Between Hours live on Asaase Radio with Gloria Sarfo. Way out.